Hey, good morning. I was just relaxing on this bed and I just started looking at this wonderful pattern on this quilt. Do you see how they've taken different kinds of fabrics and arranged them into these like little rainbows? Got me thinking about patterns. Got me thinking about, like, in our calendar, how we had a pattern: spring green, blue sky, orange flowers, and then when we filled our whole month up, we noticed another pattern.
How each of the colors made a diagonal or slanty line all the way across the calendar.
Made me think that, gee, patterns are fun, and we can do a lot playing with patterns. Let's do that. And I'll set up my camera and we can play with some patterns. Okay, don't go away. So I was thinking about those quilts upstairs.
So I found some fabric.
I have a very simple pattern here. Flowers, red, flowers, red. The cool thing about a pattern is that you can build it at both ends. So I know that next to every flower is going to be a red square. Next to every red square, there's going to be a flower. And I can keep going on and on and on and on and on and on. That's not going to give me a quilt though, right? It'll give me a long stripe. So we can make another row, but we can keep our same pattern. So I'm going to take these here and move them down, scoot these guys over. Now we have 2 rows. But notice the pattern this way is flower, red, and I can move these guys over. And flower, red. Oh, now it's starting to look kind of like a quilt. Wonder how many pieces are in my square. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I want to keep playing, I can start playing with paper. You might have more paper in your house than you have fabric. There's a pattern. Not very interesting because it's all the same, right? But we can make it more interesting. Let's pick another color. How about this one? Purple. Again, if we start with a stripe, and as I said, you can build your pattern from both ends. I bet you know what's going to go on this end, right? You're right. It's a purple. What's going to go on this end? You're right again. It's just a stripe. If we want to build something, we could go like this. We could go like this. So my pattern in this direction is what? Purple, pink, purple, pink, purple, pink. My pattern in the other direction, purple, 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 pink, 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 purple, 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 purple. So we just made stripes. So if I scoot this up 1, take a look at that. But now we have a pattern in this direction. That same pattern. Purple, pink, purple, pink. But in this direction, we also have purple, pink, purple, pink. And no matter where we want to add, we can figure out, because next to every pink, there will be a purple. And next to every purple, there will be a pink. That looks like a checkerboard to me. So these are very simple patterns. Some people call them A-B patterns, because it's either one thing or it's the other. But you, if you're playing with patterns, you don't have to be simple. We can introduce another color to our patterns. I have some yellow here. So we can do a pink, yellow, purple.
I can double check by making sure my pattern is the same all the way along the stripe.
Now the question is, when we build this way, what are we going to have? Shall we do the same thing? Purple, pink, yellow? Hey, this reminds me of our calendar. Our calendar pattern. Remember how we saw the diagonals? Yes, yes. So that's what happens when we have a 3, ABC, ABC pattern. We get some cool diagonals. Now, you can get even fancier with your patterns. So this time, instead of just one of each, I'm going to try yellow, purple, purple. Let's see what happens.
Take a look at this. We'd call this an ABB, ABB pattern. Ooh, look, more diagonals.
So if you have some colored paper, you can cut out a bunch of squares. If you like making patterns, you can make patterns by just about anything. The button box. Take a look and see what I've got.
I'm going to pull out some green buttons and some white buttons and see what kind of pattern I can make.
So can you see my pattern? Green, white, white. So I hope you have some fun making some patterns today. So you can make a pattern with buttons, you can make a pattern with fabric squares, you can make a pattern with paper, you can make a pattern just by drawing. Can't wait to see what kind of cool patterns you guys come up with. But remember, the pattern happens over and over and over. And you can build it on both ends, you can build it through the sides. And you could go on forever if you have enough paper. All right, can't wait to see what you come up with your cool patterns.
Bye now.